Hi guys, I know you missed me and I'm back again with another video. This is Nzwaki Francina Arlet in that particular respective order, and I like it that way. But you can call me Makhadi. I prefer Makhadi the most. So I want to talk about something. I've been thinking about it the whole day today, and what I want to say is, do not over-explain yourself. Do not try to explain your story. Do not try telling people the side of your story. And where am I coming from with this, right? That relationship that broke you, that relationship that hurt you, that relationship that stormed you down and crushed you and killed the little child in you, the happy child, the hopeful, the faithful one, that relationship, that narcissistic relationship, the very same one that refuses to take accountability, the very same one that refuses to take responsibility. I know about it. The same relationship is the one that's out there. That very same particular person, ex-partner, is the one that is out there trying to rewrite your story, trying to rewrite the amount of kindness that you invested in that relationship, the amount of responsibility and accountability you took in that relationship, the amount of effort that you gave, right? They're out there. They have their own story. It's not even their own story. It's their false story. They recreated a story about you. They are trying to convince people to see you as a bad person. Funny. So funny. But let me tell you something. Do not try to clear your name. Don't go out there. Don't be crying on social media saying, oh my God, they did this and did this and did this. You know the truth. You know deep down inside you, your nervous system, your entire being knows the truth. Do not try to justify yourself. One day their constant cycle, their pattern of behavior is going to out them. And let me tell you something, narcissistic people are the type of people that when other people outside look at them, they don't see who they are, because they are good at pretending, they are good at love bombing, they are good at being someone else other than themselves. What they did to you, people would never know, would never believe, would never understand. And when they telling their stories, they are so cursive. They do not miss a gap. They do not miss a word. So people will believe them, and they will believe them over you, right? Because lying is not your specialty. You cannot be in the same courtroom with them. So please, babe, do me a favor. If you want to protect your peace and your heart and your serenity, do not try to defend yourself. It is not worth it. What you can do for yourself is try to work on yourself. Become the better version of yourself. Forage good connection, good friends, beautiful people. Go outside and socialize and meet beautiful people. Eat, love, and pray. Right? If I said it in the right order, eat, love, and pray. Find peace in yourself. Find peace in the fact that you know you've loved, you've given, you've invested. You're worn out. Your cup is running dry because you poured out of nothing, even on days when you had nothing. You were sacrificial about this particular relationship. You were intentional with your love. You were intentional with your motives. Please, can you rest in that? Because that says a lot about your character. That says a lot about who you are. Who they are, people are yet to find out. So please don't try to I've realized that each time people try to do this, they even end up getting emotional and crying and losing it, and then they can sit there and be like, you see, I told you they're crazy. Then you start looking crazy. They're literally demoralizing you. They are rewriting their reality. They are doing what in psychology we call immoral equilibrium. What they're trying to do is that they are trying to take something that is not there. They're creating a story that is not there so that they can balance it. They can put it at the same level with what they did to you, because they know what they did to you can never be undone, can never be written off. They know what they did to you is so horrible, so harsh to sleep with or to live with. They can never ever sit down and say, I am wrong. Let me take responsibility and accountability. I am wrong. I've hurt this person. I am the reason why this didn't work out. They would never do that. So for them to be able to cope with life, manage all of the things that they did to you, they just create a narrative about you. Then they tell people things about you that do not exist. You know you're a good person. You know you're a lovely person. And I'm not saying you do not have faults and mistakes of your own. In relationship, there's what we call, minor errors. Those are fixable. We can sit down and talk about them. Then they are deal breakers. Most of us know about it. We even discussed it at the beginning of the relationship. You cannot bring infidelity here. You cannot bring unfaithfulness. You need to operate with loyalty, right? Maybe the person cheats on you over and over again. Maybe they go to an extent of abusing you, laying hands on you, hitting you. Others, as I've heard the stories, go to an extent of even spitting on your face, saliva on your face. That's how bad it gets in relationships. You finally decide you want to leave, right? That's them losing the battle. You finally saw your worth. All the things that they've been saying about you, all the words, after everything that you've been doing, after all the investments, they do that. And then you decide, I've been getting this. And you find that this is not something that happened once or twice. It's been happening over and over again. You've been standing it, you've been forgiving. And the more you try to forgive and stand something, the more your heart lets go each time. Each time you forgive is each time your heart lets go. You're going to get to a point one day, them being unaware, you get up and you go. And believe you me, they are going to feel betrayed. Even though you're not the one that betrayed them, they are the one that betrayed you. But because they are selfish and they're the kind of people that do not have that kind of remorse, that kind of humility, and right now when you guys are parted and you hear people saying all of these things about you and you're like, that is not even true. But let me tell you something. You could never be in a courtroom with them. You could never even raise points to the people that listened to them. Whoever wants to hear your story, baby, they will come to you and they will ask you. And if you want to tell it, you can tell it. If you do not want to, then that's okay. Because revisiting this thing over and over again that broke your heart isn't gonna make you heal any faster. So how about you work on yourself? You work on your body, do your skincare. Like I said, eat, love, and pray. Read books, reform, exercise, do stretches. Learn new things, learn new skills. Develop yourself. Make money if you have to. Be able to afford yourself. Make yourself happy. Try not to be bored with yourself. And believe you me, that's the kind of reformation that you need. You do not need to give anyone clarity. You do not even need their validation, their understanding. Understanding means responsibility and accountability. Accountability and responsibility mean what? Humility. And there are some people who like that, baby. There are some people who like that. Let it go. And let it go. And silent, my love, I've learned that is the most lethal weapon you can hold in your hands, you can have in your possession. So my point is, don't try to explain yourself. Do not try to tell your story. Yes, it's gonna hurt. I know how hard it is to be falsely accused of things that you didn't do, but I need you to be strong with me right now. And I promise you that there's gonna come a time that it won't ache, it won't pinch, and it won't pass. Eventually their behavior will give off, their pattern will give off, no matter how many times they try to conceal it, or no matter how many times they try to pretend to be somebody they're not, unless they change for real. And honey, If you work on yourself, you attract good things. If you feed yourself positively, you attract positive things. So, please, do me a favor. Don't explain yourself. Don't try to tell your side of the story. Don't even cry about it. Don't even try to get emotional about it. Don't even fight. Don't seek validation. Do not seek understanding. Do not seek closure. You have closure. The closure is that you're worth it. You decided to leave when you had to. You gave when you had to. You overgave when you had to. You gave all of yourself. You sacrificed when you had to. And that's the closure you need. You did the best you can with what you had. And now it's time for you to give yourself some grace. Have a beautiful day.